Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the the ruins of our team here in Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden. We gotta go home. Hold on, what's the map button? Oh, M for map, it turns out. We gotta go back to the Ark. Please fast travel me to the Ark. I am in dire shape. I will investigate that crash site later. Oof. So, hopefully we get a free heal here. We may be able to afford some upgrades. My suspicion is that prior to that last big battle, we would not have been able to afford anything.
I'm happy that you took on this mission to find Hammond. As you go deeper into the zone, questions will arise in your heads. You'll ask yourselves how this world became a wasteland. I'll tell you. A long time ago, a strange disease sprang up in a city not too far from here. A vicious disease. The eyes of the victims would go red. They would bleed from their ears. Hence its infamous nom de plume, the Red Plague. Within 40 years, the plague destroyed most of the human race. A quick rake of death, scraping across the face of the planet. It was nature's revenge. Revenge against the greed, the arrogance, the egos of humans who thought they were gods. We call these fools the Ancients. We don't worship the Ancients like the madman in the zone do. Because our salvation doesn't depend on false gods who live in the heavens. It doesn't depend on the mirage of paradise beyond the zone. Our salvation depends on us. Us means humans and mutants together. And as two of our resident mutants, I bet you wonder who you are. Where you come from. I wonder too. We all do. When I found you in the zone, you were shivering, naked, memories completely wiped. We took you in, taught you, and now you serve us as our hunters, our trackers, our warriors. We are indebted to you, stalkers. Never turn on each other. Hear me?
Huh. I was not really expecting to get any new plot coming back here, but that's interesting. It's especially interesting that he said false gods who live in the heavens, and the subtitle said false gods who live in space. Is it the case that some of humanity escaped the plague and the apocalypse and are like living on a space station now?
Survive and persevere, my brave stalkers.
I find this setting very interesting. I can't believe I'd never heard of this game before. I'm really into tabletop RPGs, especially weird ones. All right, let's see here.
In the weird outfits out there. They call them shamans or something. Their screams alert nearby ghouls and sends them running straight for you. Next time you see a shaman, shut him up before all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I'll do my best. So here's a question. Can I remove mods? Is that a thing? We can just, pop them off. Cool. Okay. Probably I want to put that fire thing on one of our stealth weapons, right? Okay, we do get just raw plus damage from upgrading too. Now that we actually have some weapon parts and some scrap, we can make some moves here. So I definitely want to upgrade my silent weapons more than anything else. We can get this up to 5. Let's have a look at all of them before we make any decisions. You get that up to 5. So is it... I wonder if all weapons level up the same. Is it always... Yeah, it looks like it's always +1 damage, +1 crit damage per level. Okay. So we have more weapons than we can carry. Something should get dismantled. Maybe we dismantle one of the stingers? Maybe we dismantle the scattergun and give Selma the other stinger. I actually like that better. What do we get for dismantling? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah, I think I want to do this.
Welcome to the Fix Pit. No, we don't give a stalker discount.
It kind of seems like you should, though, or maybe even just give me stuff for free, because I'm keeping the whole arc alive. So the scattergun would give us 9 weapon parts. We're not going to dismantle it unless we actually need those 9 weapon parts, because versatility is important. So this has 2 ammo, this has 1. I think probably the best silent weapon to upgrade would be the pistol, then. It has more range than the crossbow. Yeah. Well, actually, it has the same base range. It has more range because it has a laser sight. Let's start here. Ooh. That was a lot of sparks. Is it supposed to do that? This is just a better silenced gun than the crossbow as well. I mean, we'll upgrade all of our silenced weapons. That'll be our priority. We don't have enough weapon parts, even if we dismantle the scattergun, to upgrade the other one. So we'll hold off on that for now. So we could put one of these things on one of the upgraded silenced guns and the other one on the other. I don't know that it matters particularly which one's which. I probably want Borman to be firing his big chunky gun against... You know what? Actually, here's what we're going to do.
Easy.
I'm going to swap these around. What I actually want is for Borman to have the crossbow and Dux to have this slightly better stealth gun.
Welcome
Then
to the Fix Pit. My name's Delta.
we're going to put this upgrade on one of these things. This upgrade on that thing. A silenced weapon potentially just turning a robotic enemy off seems like it could be really powerful. And we're going to want to use this over our stingers anyway, now that it's a 5 damage weapon. Okay, I feel pretty good about that.
Bye.
Let's talk about artifacts. You'll have a chat with Prip.
Pull up a stool, stalkers.
Alright, +1 fire damage to Molotovs per turn, but it just Molotovs. Extend crew bleed out time probably is actually going to be really valuable, because it seems like the combat's pretty difficult. Let's grab that and this. Not that I even particularly want this, but I need to get through to the other stuff. Increased grenade damage by 4 seems crazy powerful. Alright, that's probably what we're aiming for next.
Wish I could go with you, but I'm married to this bar.
Yeah, that's a solid excuse that everybody definitely believes.
My favorite, the Molotov cocktail. Simple and effective. Light it, throw it, watch the world burn.
Okay, so we can now afford a pipe gun. That's certainly interesting. We could get an ancient sight, EMP grenade, armor that absorbs fire damage. It looks like I can't sell her stuff. Oh, interesting. So you throw this at people to light them up and then they're easier to shoot. That seems pretty valuable. You know what I really want is to buy 2 more hand grenades, because these are bananas. It seems like hand grenades are super good. Actually, hold on. I wish it showed you how many you had. Do we have 3? I'm going to buy the other one. They're super good. I know we want them. And actually, I'm going to buy a medkit as well. That's how we're going to spend our stuff here.
Safe travels.
Yeah, probably not, but I appreciate what you're saying. Okay, well, that was a very effective return to base. Ooh, where do I want to go? Shoot, I didn't remember to look up what that note said. Well, whatever. Let's go to High Road. Let's poke around the edges of the question mark area and see if we can't maybe make something happen now that we're a little bit stronger. So now we have up to 14 damage from stealth, right? If everybody fires their stealth gun, we get 14 total damage. That's going to make it a lot easier to pick off individual enemies. We did not get healed. You do not get free healing. Okay, well, that's really bad. That means we needed to buy another medkit. I think I was pretty thorough around here. Boy, health is a super precious resource then. Alright, that's interesting. That is an interesting direction to take this mechanically. Oh, oops, yeah, okay. Dux gets a little stuck on things sometimes. I think it's probably the webbed feet. So I think we cleared this place out pretty thoroughly, right? The only thing left to do is go to the new area and figure out a way to take down some enemies we couldn't take down before. Which, to be fair... Oh, hey! Apparently I'm just missing scrap all over the place. Which, to be fair, should be a thing we can actually do, right? We are certainly more combat capable now than we were before. Also, worth continue... Right. So, this is what stopped us last time. I kind of think we need to health pack up here. The fact that one med pack used out of combat completely refills your health really means you don't want to be using them in combat unless you absolutely have to. The Dux has 1 armor, you have 2 armor, and you're immune to crits. They're both missing 5 HP. She's very unlikely to survive getting hit. Yeah, she should probably be the other one. We gotta get another med pack for Dux. Boy, this game's gonna be tough, huh? I'm excited. I'm into this. I really want to get moth wings. I don't exactly know what these are gonna do, but they seem very exciting. So we need to wait on him. Do I want to just grab more health with Borman? I want Hog Rush really badly, though. Alright. Just look around over here, make sure that we have scoured everything. It would be really cool if we could find 14 more scrap. Go back to town and buy ourselves another med kit. So we want to avoid getting into combat here. Unless we are relatively certain, very certain, we can kill the enemy without alerting everybody else. 16 health is tough. That's just outside of the magic number. Oh, there's something in the bushes over here that we could loot. Hey. I'm not sure if enemies will become aware of the other members of the party while we're walking, but I'm trying to be careful about it just in case. Yeah, this is tough. If we can't even regen health without spending med packs, we have to, really avoid unnecessary combat. I wonder if there's any other stuff that we might have missed anywhere else. Let's fast travel around a little bit. Now remember, there are some enemies in, I think, this zone that are level 55, so we are perhaps unprepared to deal with them. We might have just missed stuff. That's entirely possible. It is a shame you don't get, small area maps. You know what? This area was pretty, Ooh, there's a chest over there. This area was pretty linear, though. Hard for me to imagine I missed much. Alright, maybe not quite this far back. Let's try, over here. The thing is, if we aren't going to be able to buy any more upgrades, then I don't know how we will move forward. I did miss stuff, clearly. Okay, if we can find 6 more scrap, we can buy that other med kit and restore Dux to full health. Or maybe even not do that, but just engage in combat and then hope to restore someone to full health afterward. Especially now that it takes longer for us to bleed out. We're way more likely to actually make it to the end of a combat with everybody intact. There is, in fact, even more scrap that I missed over here. Alright, just a little bit short. We saw the campsite. I'll tell you what I really need is weapon parts. If only we could get just a little bit more damage on our silent weapons. If we could get ourselves to the point where we can do 16 damage in the first round with the silenced pistols, or with all the silent guns, then we could start picking off stragglers in that big camp. That's going to take a lot of weapon parts, though. We're going to have to be able to buy an upgrade for the crossbow, and then buy a second upgrade for one of the other... Well, for any one of the guns. That's a lot to ask. Yeah, you know what? I think we may just have to go right back at it. We did clear out this house pretty thoroughly, I think. Hey, look, there's a metal frying pan right there. You try to tell me you couldn't get some scrap out of that? Yeah, alright. I think we were thorough enough here. Really just need to find... I need to find one more cache of scrap of any size at this point. Even the smallest one would be enough to get me one more medkit. But I mean, maybe we could just take those guys. Part of the difficulty of that last mission, or that last pack that we fought, was that there was a special enemy. There was like a chief. Maybe we're not in so much danger from the enemies that we have in this other pack. There's the shaman. But we could start the mission off by we could start the battle off by killing him. We just couldn't do it silently. Yeah, we may have to just go for this, because I think we might have cleared everything out here. Although I thought that about the last two places, too. What have we back here? Nothing. Great big giant mushrooms. Maybe we could convince somebody to trade us for these? You tell them they are very fine designer hats. Turns out the ghouls are all about them. They're all the rage. Don't you want to be as fancy and sophisticated as a ghoul? Oh. Yeah, I'm apparently missed all kinds of stuff. Well, let us continue hoping that I missed even more. When the flashlight's on, stuff even, like, glimmers. I should not be missing it. Did we check around this area very much? I will say that the glimmering is, glimmering doesn't look all that different from all the, like, the butterflies and moths flying around at the edge of the light. So I'm probably missing some of it, thinking that it's just that. This is the entrance again. Sorry if this scavenging bit here does not make the most wonderful footage. Oh, you know what we could do? We could step into that level 25 area that we're not supposed to be in yet, and just see if there's any salvage we can find without having to get near enemies. We probably could walk away with something. Some weapon parts or something. And we only need... What, I need 15 weapon parts total, and the thing was 7, so I only need 8 more weapon parts to purchase some kind of upgrade. Yeah, let's head in here and see what we can find. Gonna have to be really careful, probably. You know, I kind of like this. I kind of like that we're in a position now where we can't afford to fight and we have to desperately scavenge for loot. This game has a cool feeling to it. Oh wow, it's like day over here. Discovered the Iron Serpent. There's a joke in there somewhere. I can't... My stress-addled brain can't find it right now. Keep looking out for shinies. Okay. I'm hearing footsteps, but it's just Borman and Selma being loud as heck behind me. I suppose I could turn off my flashlight. It would probably reduce the footstep noise. Okay, this looks promising. Busted up metal stuff. You can often find scrap near all the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, that gets me the medkit at least. See what else we can lay hand to here. Okay, very promising. 5 weapon parts. A chem flare. That's cool. That's a cool thing to have. Ooh, level 25 zone dog with 24 health. 24 health. That's a bit. We have enough weapon parts for an upgrade now. Ooh. Where is immune to charge attacks? And also, man, that's good. Yes, give me this. Give me this extremely right now. So let's talk about who gets to wear that stuff. Dux's armor is terrible. It's the same armor that Borman is wearing. Probably preferential use of heavy armor should go to Borman, since he's going to be running up on dudes to use this thing. Unfortunately, I do not think that we can sell or break down armor that we're not using. Oh, there's a ghoul of some kind over there. A tank with 30 health and 3 armor. Jeez. Let's maybe not do that.
I heard of these before. Never saw them. Weird how they're all connected.
They got
Yeah, that is weird.
A lot of them. These things moved?
Something's not right here.
I mean, Dux is trying to sound all cool and everything, but you could just say that at any time in the zone. It's always true. We can't actually get into the train very easily, except over by where all the enemies are, which I obviously am not eager to do.
Look at this feeding frenzy. We got ourselves a zone dog problem here. Yeah, doggy.
No, not here. Go elsewhere. Elsewhere, doggy. Elsewhere forever, doggy. Perhaps very far away. Okay. Well, we're doing a fine job on resources now. We can go back to the Ark, get some more upgrades. Apparently that's an invisible wall. Okay. Yeah, this has been well worth the effort. Kind of hoping we'll be able to find some more gear to ease this coming fight. Alright, so that's back where we came from. Let's go back, see if we can go down the other side of the train a little bit. Obviously, we can't go too far, because boy oh boy are the enemies in this area outside of what I want to be fighting. Alright, what have you here? Weapon parts, great. Now we have a weapon upgrade without breaking down the scattergun. I would like to hold on to our weapons as much as possible. You can never tell what kind of things we'll want to use in the future. So I haven't, it doesn't seem like there's a way to run away in combat. So if we do pull something we can't handle, I think we just die. Which is to say that I'm feeling very stressed right now. Game's doing a good job of communicating the feelings of the characters into the player. Unfortunately, these are all negative feelings. I mean, 24 health isn't that unstoppable. It's just that I don't think I'd be able to fight it and also anything else, right? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You should not have that scattergun. Okay, I was messing everybody's stuff around and Alright, we're good. We're good. Everything is good now. Oh, actually, we should equip the chem flare on somebody. Ideally, the person who least needs to shoot. So probably not you. You know what? I'm just going to equip... The grenades are so good. Very difficult for me to be unhappy with the output of the grenades. She can jump around. She can disable enemy movement, which makes her really good against the zone dogs, actually. Probably we could take on a pretty high-level zone dog if we could just stop it from moving. Between her and the shot from ducks that does that. Hold it at bay and just fire at it for a while. But it would have to be alone. That's going to be the trick. Especially since I don't know if the zone dogs, like, bark.
Over there. Think they got room for us?
I think we should not even try to find that out. Let's head back home. Do a little bit of trading here. We'll buy that med kit. I don't know if we'll use it or if I'll just we'll go into battle with ducks a little bit low on health, and then hope to use the med kit afterward. We don't have enough scrap to buy anything else of interest.
If you want zone gear, I've got it.
You can buy crummy armor, which we already have. Yeah. Definitely the right move. We need a lot of scrap.
Safe travels.
Fix boss was my dad, and my dad just died. So now you're stuck with me. What do you want?
That is very sad, and I'm sorry to hear it. Okay, so now we have 15 silent damage. And if we should be lucky enough to get a crit, 16 damage, allowing us to instantly kill an enemy. Unfortunately,
See ya.
pretty poor crit chances. Like 30% at best. So I don't know how we're going to cope with that. I think how we're going to cope with it is by just toughen our way through the combat. Alright, let's try to find the correct tactical approach to this encounter, because I think we are running low on options here. We are unlikely to find enough weapon parts out in the Iron Serpent area or regions beyond to be able to afford another weapon upgrade. We're certainly not going to be able to afford another weapon, like an actual upgraded weapon. That rifle is 120 scrap. We could have bought it, but then we wouldn't have been able to get medkits, which I think is probably the wrong move. We need the health. And Dux is just gonna play really far back. That almost ran right into his awareness there. Okay, here we go. Let us see what we can figure out. It would be really, really good to take down one or two of them before stuff pops off. Even if we can't actually get fully stealthed kills, we can at least remove one of them from combat as the first round. Right, so we could go like 2 silenced weapons and then also the Gaper or something. That's probably what it's going to be a lot, actually. The Lookout seems like he's maybe vulnerable. If we were to get up there with him, maybe we could make a thing happen. The Medbot is not, but the Medbot also is like the least of my concerns. It seemed like it didn't attack us at all. Did I make sure I looted these people? And all of their gear? We probably want to start over on this side. Although that lookout's gonna have high ground advantage against us, which I do not like. You know what?
Scouting ahead.
You guys just chill here for a second. Let's see how close of a look we can get at what's going on over here. Who's that guy? Is that guy also 16 health? That's something we need to know. If he's somebody that I could drop right away, we just need intel. I just need to know what's happening over here. Wait until the shaman walks back that way, and then we'll follow behind him. I should actually probably move these guys up a little bit. They don't need to be hidden this far back.
Okay, so this is not spooky at all. Walking through a graveyard. Fantastic.
He go anywhere else, or no? He just turns around. Okay. So we could potentially get a kill on the shaman right away, but it'll be loud. Then we have to fight 2 more guys plus the medbot. Not that worried about the medbot. But it is something we have to be aware of. From this range, I mean, from optimal range, we're going to get maybe 30% crit chance. If we get at least 1 crit, he'll go down. But it's unreliable. The odds of getting a crit in 3 30% chances are not really that bad. But it's unreliable. Let's wait till he comes back one more time, and then I think we're going to have to try it. I don't think we really have another play. So, actually, I probably want to switch Borman and Ducks. If we're going to try to hold this med pack for after combat, I want Borman up here and Ducks right there. And launch the ambush with her, or it doesn't really matter who. Ideally, when the shaman is close, but that guy up there on the hunter up there on the ledge is not close. See if he walks away. We had a good opportunity earlier, and I didn't take it because I was scared. What I'd really like is to take control of that area where the hunter is. Maybe that could be the plan? Just run all of our guys around there? Doesn't seem great. He does walk away from the ladder. If we had everybody stashed over here on this side, what I'm thinking is, with the high ground, we are considerably more likely to kill them all. Oh, right, the medbot's watching the ladder. I can't do that. Yeah, never mind. Well, the shaman's coming back, and the hunter's about to turn away, so this will be when we go. Whoa, not at all what I wanted. This one. Hide. There we go. Hide here. Okay. When he stops, here we go. So, in order to get the 100% on him, how close do I have to get? This keeps me covered from that guy. We could go for the shot out of range for the higher crit chance. I'm not sure if we'll be noticed if we miss. I don't actually know how this works. Could we maybe find a way to use Tree Hugger to, like, keep... If we were attacking somebody who wasn't the alarm guy, we use Tree Hugger to keep them from fleeing, maybe? I'm wondering if we maybe do actually have a better alternative here. Maybe we sneak past the shaman when he's in this position and attack the other guy in the back. I know. I'm moving in and out of plans over and over again here and not actually getting anything done.
Hey guys, come here.
Hey guys, come here. I'm going to try to start with that guy over there. Because I think that we might be able to hold him in place with one of our no moving abilities and get a second round of attacks on him. And maybe kill him without him actually alerting everybody else? Maybe. I think it's at least worth a shot. We got to figure out a plan for dealing with enemies that have more health than our weapons can do in a single round. Also, maybe we'll get lucky and it won't be necessary, but let's plan for it to be necessary. Plan for the worst case scenario. Alright, here we go. Okay, that was terrifying. Just get past here, and then we should have plenty of time to find our shot over here. He does not come this far back. We could also just sneak past. I guess we could not fight them. I thought I was going to have to fight them to get through. Yeah, maybe I just don't fight him. Hold on. Let's see what the other area looks like. We'll come back and experiment with this, maybe in a little bit. The thing is, fighting them is going to be valuable, right? Oh, we're getting pretty close. Because they're all going to drop scrap and stuff. We might be able to get more weapon parts. We might be able to get loot that is in the part of the map that we can't currently go to. Alright, so we're entering a... Cave of Fear. Oh, good. That is my favorite kind of cave.
What were all these people doing?
Running away, I think. Maybe the Red Plague hit their town and they needed to evacuate.
Evacuating or stampeding over each other to be the first one out. Dumbass ancients.
Not dumb so much as selfish. And terrified, to be fair. Not that that excuses anything. Alright, what have we over here? Medpack. Yeah. The danger level and the difficulty of combat has me feeling like actual, real emotional relief when we find supplies. I like it. There are some stakes. That is the glow of a chest. Let's see what is between us and it.
You know the stalkers we captured, right? Right? They ran away. I lost them.
You let your stalkers escape? The bobbleheads are gonna be mad at you. You better get them back.
I can't. The boat took them across the river.
And now the bobbleheads have the boat? But where's your boat? If you don't get those stalkers back, they'll shred your brain.
Okay, that's interesting. There's two guys in a medbot having a conversation around that chest. That's unfortunate. Another glow in the distance. Probably. I'm not supposed to be able to see that stuff from here. Oh, we're going to take advantage of it. Ooh. High ground. Alright. Let's remember that that's here.
Okay. You had me at the ghoul screams, but now a pile of friggin' bodies? You want to give me a heart attack?
Right here we have an enemy, apparently by himself, with low enough health that we can easily stealth him out. Yeah, when he patrols back over to here, we're gonna do it. I guess we can use, like, the cover over here. If I'm in hiding, they don't see me. Just wait for him to step right over. And we press the button. And our nice high crit chances, not that we need them at the moment. Oh, there is a guy in the distance over there.
Don't mess with us.
Alright, well, don't shout about how well the fight went. Okay, free Molotov. Apparently, we're going to be getting a lot of those since we're being offered upgrades for them and everything. Sorry. Dear Tina, there's no way out. I'm trapped here in my car. The traffic stopped moving days ago and the tunnel collapsed. I'm not sure you'll ever get to read this, but in case you do, I have something to admit. Something which I am very sorry for and a regret that I will carry to the grave. Do you remember the period your pet turtle Snappy didn't swim up to you when you called his name? This is because it wasn't Snappy, but a replacement turtle, as unfortunately the first Snappy perished when I accidentally dropped my beard trimmer in his tank. It was quick, he didn't feel anything after the first few minutes of absolute total agony. I thought you should know, also he is now a she. The store ran out of male turtles and I was worried you would be upset. Sorry, I love you. Also yours, Jonas. Always yours, Jonas. Jonas, you monster! You deserve to have a tunnel collapse on you. What's wrong with you? Well, that guy's also going to be pretty easy to kill. It's possible that I'm not supposed to be fighting the dudes who have all the extremely high health. This guy's not moving at all. We're going to have to come to him. Alright, well, let's get everybody grouped up over here first. I do wish that when you press the regroup button, it would cause people to, the other people to unhide and come toward you. I think we can move up to here pretty safely. I do not like the way their awareness bubbles pulse like
Finally,
that.
way out of this torture chamber. Follow me.
I guess we both just want to be really close. Yeah, I don't see anybody else around.
Amen to that.
It's true that, you know, I've kind of forgot, Dux does have the ability to set people on fire with his stealth weapon now, which would deal an extra point of damage. It deals it to them on their turn, though. I'm worried that might not be enough to keep them from spoiling our location. So we don't have enough mutation points for you or you. You could pick up a point of health. Kind of want to get to frog legs. Fire twice using only 1 AP but minus 25% accuracy. Okay, so we're going for frog legs into twitch shot because that is amazing. Did we get everything in here that we can get without doing actual combat? Because we probably need to do actual combat, right? We can't just avoid enemies all the time. We're not going to get strong enough. Just gotta find the most advantageous way to start in on these dudes. I mean, the game even has an explicit notation when it thinks you shouldn't be fighting something, right, with the red skulls. But also, we are still finding easy enemies to pick off. I guess let's just keep sneaking forward. We can come back and fight these guys all when we're a little bit stronger and get even stronger still. Alright, we're getting really close to the crash site. I'm trying to think. At the Cave of Fear, or at the entrance to the Cave of Fear, down at the high road. I'm trying to think if we really could win that fight.
Hammond told me he wanted to cross a big body of water to get to a place called the House of Bones. He said the crash site was near there.
Huh. I don't really want to go to a place called the House of Bones. Plus 20% critical chance when hidden. A fertility crown. Yeah, is that what that is? With the inspiring inscription, "Kiss me quick." This elegant headpiece was used by the ancients to attract a partner. Commonly found around the coastline of the Brexit Isles. This is a grim future that we're talking about here. Well, everybody's got a hat on, but do I want to maybe... We definitely want to keep the weapon range thing. Weapon range is great. I gotta think high ground crit chance could be useful while you're hidden and while you're not hidden. Yeah, I think we're just gonna not equip this hat. I don't think it's better, really, than the other stuff we already have. Did I see a sparkle? I sure did. Okay, and we're acquiring a lot of weapon parts here pretty quickly. Free hand grenade. We gotta find some more artifacts, because I really want that hand grenades deal +4 damage upgrade. That's gonna make our lives really easy.
I keep looking for dead duck bodies, but I never see one. Are we the only mutants in the zone?
You're right. There are no mutants in the zone. I've been checking bodies ever since you mentioned it.
Yeah, I did think it was... Well,
Sinners, obey me, and your soul will be saved.
what on earth?
Making my head spin. Did you hear that? I heard the same voices when me and Hammond got ambushed.
Okay, that's very strange. Somebody's got some kind of device that's basically broadcasting audio directly into our heads. And there's an awful lot of ambulances around here that don't have any medical supplies left in or around them. We don't have the evac control key. Well, I would say let's keep an eye out for it, but we are, of course, always keeping an eye out for everything here. Although, maybe not the most effective eye. Seems like I miss things fairly regularly. Eric, I need you to gather the children and take the next ferry without me. I'll join you at the shelter very soon. My phone calls aren't going through, so I pray that you'll receive this message. The soldiers have told those of us who have the red eye infection to wait at the dock until the medic has checked us. Please look after Luca and Freya and tell them... See, this one's actually sad.
Ghouls popping up.
I mean, the turtle thing was also
Check that guy
sad.
out. You see him? Head like an infected mushroom. You think he's leading the ghouls?
Wait a minute. That's the guy who attacked me and Hammond. I think Hammond recognized him, but...
Brother Bowden.
He's one of the Nova sect. I heard stories about them. Bogeymen with big heads. Didn't think they were real. Bet he's real enough to take a bullet, though.
Gather on the ship, my children. Your destiny awaits. We believe, Reverend. We believe. Yeah! Hear my voice within your heads. The Ark calls you ghouls. What? You are beautiful. You are children of the ancients. Smite the unbelievers. Destroy the Ark. Ah! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, you know, at least they have something to get excited about.
This is the boat. What an incredible piece of junk. At least it floats, right?
Another good place to hide. Okay. Wait for that guy to come back. And we'll grab him when he gets close enough. Seems like we can probably pick off quite a few of these guys. That ought to be plenty. Let's make sure to shoot him with the quiet weapon. Sorry, buddy, you're a little bit slow on the reaction there. Nope. Okay. Keep switching. Okay, there we go. That was weird. They kept switching guns without me pressing the button.
You did it.
So you have to manually unhide.
Regroup.
Let's see what else is down here. Well, plenty of scrap. Sect Butcher. If we get onto the ship, it looks like a lot of the enemies on the ship are weak enough to kill. Actually, we might... Can I hit him from here? Not likely enough. That's not what I wanted. Not a good enough shot, unfortunately. We gotta get closer. Looks like the only way onto the ship is over there, which is through a bunch of the enemies. But obviously it would be really great if we could not make noise before we get onto the ship and clear it out a little bit. We could probably sneak through. Just like watch the patrol patterns. Yeah. Making me a little nervous. That dude is really tough. You get some decent high ground over here. I mean, we could just prepare for a big fight. Okay, so probably less device and more weird psychic brain power, I guess? Man, that is real creepy. Is this... Yes, this is in fact where I came from. Was there a way forward over here? Well, whether or not there is, I certainly at least forgot some loot. What are you? Oh, just a note. So, this is really weird. Whilst me and the crew were on an expedition up north, we found a strange artifact that we believe was used to keep things cold. But it was sitting in the old palace to the east of the House of Bones, which is in a permanent state of cold anyway. The ancients were a strange bunch. So there's notes telling you about the locations of the artifacts, so that you will have a chance to find them because you really, really want them. Those artifact points are powerful currency. Alright, well, it looks like we can, in fact, make no further progress in this direction. I wish there was a way to view those notes after you've found them. Because by the time we actually get to the House of Bones, I'm not going to remember this. Heck, I've already almost forgotten. Alright, looks like there is maybe no way forward but through. That's fine, we can do through. Ew, Jesus. Well, apparently we're not quite done picking off stragglers just yet.
Holy ancient power, feel my words inside you, taking control.
That's real creepy. That's a real creepy thing to say.
Your thoughts are sinful.
Boy,
Give
this
me
camera.
your brain, so I may lead you into salvation.
Alright, I think we're just gonna go on this guy in the open. Doesn't matter if he sees us as long as he doesn't get to do anything about it afterward. Okay, solid crit. God, I love the aesthetic of our team here. The ratty, beat-up motorcycle helmet. And...
Enough.
Cleanly done.
Oh, what have we here?
Guess people were packing for a trip. Guess they didn't make it.
Alright, so these guys over here. These guys are tougher. We're going to have to actually fight them. But not just yet. Not until we've explored the area.
Follow me.
Actually, we probably have enough points now, yeah. Okay, so... Oh, wow. That seems powerful. So does that. These are really good upgrades. Become invincible for 1 turn also seems okay. Emit smoke when you take damage. Extra weapon range. Yeah, we gotta get this. Anything that allows us to restore health seems very valuable. 1 more point before we get Dux's wings. And we're still waiting quite a while on Selma. So actually, if we can just find 1 or 2 more guys to pick off, we can get those wings for the next battle. Okay. Is this just 2 guys? Oh.
Talking in my skull is making me crazy.
Okay, if this marauder walks away, which, yep, I suspected he might. Selma? Okay, here we go. We're gonna be able to handle this guy. We gotta make sure he gets totally clear of the other dude. Is he gonna come toward us, maybe? Nope, that's just as good. Alright, we might be able to pick off this sect hunter pretty quickly. Actually, maybe I want to do that first, because we're going to want to use some abilities on that one. Nah, let's just pick this guy off because we can. Nope, wait, no. Here we go, Dux. The fact that our abilities recharge on kills rather than over time means that, like, in a situation like this where I might want to shoot that guy once and then use a use a root on him or something to keep him from running to get help, maybe we want to kill him first and leave the weaker guy for afterwards so that we can use him as a recharge. But also, maybe we could just get up on some of this. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to find our way up on top of some stuff here. Get a high ground bonus. But that guy having 16 health, we're not guaranteed to get him during the stealth round. We could shoot both the stealth weapons and then Borman's cannon. That's going to make some noise, but I don't know like exactly what effect that's going to have. Like, the other enemies are pretty far away. There's a lot of them, though. Well, I guess let's find something out.
Split up.
Not sure. Trying to connect to the wall. I saw the... Okay, we're cool. Now, Borman... Shoot, I don't know if there's another, like, good angle. I guess I'll just be right here. That's fine. Alright, let's do it. Start with Dux. I probably want to get in on him. Like, we have to get in here and actually have at him with the 100%. Alright, Dux. I believe in you. Crit him.
Bingo.
Ah, damn it. He didn't catch on fire either. The enemy heard you. Yeah? I imagine he also saw and felt me. Okay, so so she stays stealthy and gets the higher crit chance. Also, she might EMP him, which is not, like, super relevant. He's at 12 health. Wait, did I do only 4 damage with Dux's attack? Did I have the wrong weapon equipped on him or something? This guy having 7 health means that we don't get a guaranteed kill. I could hog rush him, incapacitating them for 1 turn. I mean, that's certainly interesting. And not taking damage is a big deal. Spends 2 action points. How many kills is it to recharge? It doesn't actually say here. That's a little inconvenient. Yeah, hit it. Whoa! Okay. Oh, they're all okay, we're live. Alright, well, that's not ideal. I suppose I'm not surprised. The guns are loud. Really? 75%. You're point blank. Okay, well, we got it. It was awesome. Alright. We just have to get to positions, get to nice high cover positions, and cover the approach. They can get up here. There's a ladder. So I guess this is a pretty good spot. But maybe I want to move to somewhere where I have partial cover and get on Overwatch instead. Yeah, I totally had the Stinger equipped. Well, firing the gun would have... that didn't change anything. Firing Borman's thing would have alerted the enemies anyway.
Overwatch.
You are going to need to get over here. We'll just try to get him as they come over the, what's he doing? He said something. Okay, that was his whole turn? Okay, here we go. Apparently, we just needed to watch him talk. So we want to be careful about being in cover too close together, because the Sect Pyros do have those Molotovs. This is not how I wanted to do this. But I think we should be... Yeah, we're going to be far enough apart. It's not going to be a problem. Let's reload. And just wait for them to come to us. I don't want to put Borman over in, like, half cover. Just I really want to make sure we're not so close together that we're getting multi-hit by the Molotovs. We could toss a grenade. Don't know that the Sect Pyro is necessarily going to be vulnerable to that sort of thing, but we can soften these guys up. Alright, and Dux, you are just... I mean, no. We have an action here. I may as well reload. Reload this thing, and then I think, given our very low crit chance, we want to open up with the Needler.
Overwatch. I will cleanse the evil that plagues your soul.
No, that's fine. I'm good with my evil, thanks. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that destroyed our cover, too. Holy crap, that's terrifying. That's a terrifying amount of damage we just took there.
Something. There's nothing out here but us.
Okay, that's very concerning.
That hurts.
Foreman has lots of health, but we're taking a lot of damage, too.
Bastard got me.
Okay, a lot of them are standing kind of close together now, so this might be a good time for a normal grenade. And that chain lightning was brutal, though. I can hit all of them with this. The Sect Butcher will actually die on his turn, which is pretty great. Okay. What else do we do? We don't have to hit the Sect Butcher at all. We can run up here and get pretty good Line of sight for a pistol shot, unfortunately. Not really enough damage to come anywhere near killing anything. Well, let's let Borman take his turn. Borman also has a hand grenade. We just do some of this. But honestly, I think we're better off focusing damage up. Since that butcher's dead already anyway, probably better off just focusing damage up, trying to get a kill on something. The Gaper plus a crit from something could potentially kill that Sect Pyro. We have to get a little bit lucky here. Show me a critical. Nope. No such luck. Damage is, like, very severe in this game. So, 5, critical 7 gives us a 30% chance to kill the Sect Pyro due to our extremely good hat. I think that's kind of what we got to go for here. Come on, hat. We could tree hugger somebody down there, but honestly, the only guy who looks like he's guaranteed to go for a melee attack is going to die anyway. Darn it. Alright, Sect Butcher down. Brother Bowden's taking cover and hopefully not shooting brain lasers at us anymore. Nope. Turns out he can do that any number of times he wants, huh? Wow.
I'll feast on your flesh.
I was kind of assuming that we were not going to be at 100% chance for them to shoot us with the high ground and the cover and everything. Maybe I was wrong.
Got it. That frickin' stinks.
So we can't get cover anymore.
Stay still. I'm gonna patch you up.
Much appreciated.
Okay, that actually does give her an action. That's good. So she can go over and do the same thing to Dux.
Let me patch you up.
I clicked a little bit too far to the side there. Ran her into the open. So we finish off the Sect Pyro very easily. He just has his smoke grenade, so yeah, we pretty much just have to shoot this guy. I mean, we're gonna get chain lightning here again.
Yeah.
What happens when we lose? We're in Iron Man, or rather Iron Mutant, so it seems possible, at least, that it's going to delete our save. But I'd be very surprised. Like, how long can the game be if that's the penalty for failure, right? Let's see, we definitely don't want to run so far away from this guy that we're talking about a 75% chance to hit. Oh, you know what? The problem isn't distance, it's his cover. And it looks like you don't get to peek around cover to shoot at people in this game, unlike XCOM. We could back up. And, like, we can kill this guy. This is no problem. The problem is also getting to do other stuff. Oh, there's no ammo in that gun. It's alright, we have a different gun. Still only a 75% chance. I want her to get up on something raised. But it would have to be something raised that actually has a shot on this dude. And that is looking like a thing that is in short supply. We could just go for the 75%. He is on fire, so I have to hit him for 6. So Dux is not necessarily going to be able to kill him without her. And he doesn't have a running gun. Alright, let's start with her. We're going to use her running gun. To get this position. No? There we go. To get that position, which will allow us to shoot this guy for potentially lethal. 15% chance for lethal. Okay, now that we know whether or not she gets that, that informs our decision making with Dux, who pretty much just has to run to a position where we hope the enemies can't see him, because we can't not kill this guy. We have to take the 100%. If I go from here, he's just going to run over and kill me. Provided I miss. I'm far enough from the edge of the platform that I'm hoping that's going to interrupt their line of sight. Although there's a chance that Brother Brain Beam is just going to Brain Beam us with his Brain Beam.
Cut that filthy mutant neck!
Nope, he has line of sight. Well, that's a shame. She can shoot at Brother Bowden, but I'm not sure how much it helps. We're not going to be able to get through his health in 3 turns. I guess we could get crits. We could get lucky and crit him. She has a Molotov, which will do, over the next 3 turns, like 6 damage? Oh, did we get the Molotov upgrade thing? No, we didn't. No, we must have. Yeah, we must have, because he's at 19 health now. I guess that's a pretty reasonable thing to do.
Be gone from here, demons!
Oh, here comes the beam. Boy, that just detonates all cover everywhere nearby. Okay.
They fought bravely. They fought true.
Okay, I guess that's it. Well, does it let me just start this area over? That's probably what we're seeing here. So we'll just get to start the most recent area over. This is gonna be tough. We might, now that we're... Oh! It's like, load latest turn. Okay, well... That's not very helpful. Yeah, it says it creates an autosave every turn, right? So... I might have to just wind it back to the beginning, it looks like. Alright, this is, yeah, this is that same autosave. That is the appropriate time. Okay, I might have to wind it back to the beginning. It turns out Iron Mutant is not playing around. It's okay, we're not that deep in. But I might wind it back without Iron Mutant turned on so that we can walk back errors like that. That, however, is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we will be approximately here again. And we'll give this another shot. We'll see you then.